What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. Got a bit of story content for you in this episode. Also, some pieces will be interspersed. We'll talk about in a second. But hey, first up, yes, no, this string is broken. It'll be fixed next patch. But we have some legwork at a 99% chance here for the Carnivore post-op. Let's go ahead and advance the timeline and get that. So Oscar Kova is the Brave Star detective who said he could track me and my Cyber Knight spine thing, and whatnot. So of course they thought we were going to try to backtrace them. We didn't fall for it, thankfully, and so we found a darknet host. So awesome stuff. This means a bounty counter hack is in play. It is due in 10 days, so not horrible, but I've got to make sure that one of my hackers is ready for that mission. That's fine. We'll make sure it's going to happen for us. We've got some detoxing and legwork to clean up here as well. This is a CPU spike that we're going to probably ignore, but we'll let our team get through detox. This is the mission for the Ricksham Drips power play, so I'll be sure to... I'll be running that as mission. And I had done some initial planning on who was going to do what, in terms of having some people in the SimStream trainer and some people in the detox. I've actually already forgotten what I was trying to do. So give me a moment here. As of course with 100%, we definitely get the legwork done. So congrats there for you. Favors and influence with our drug runner contact. That's kind of nice. Generally speaking, it is correct to run the timeline forward so that we have as much time as possible for somebody else to offer us a mission such as these. This is good news for me. So these being offered is good. Again, need to run that at some point as well. Don't get me wrong. Otherwise, there is not a lot to have to run here. Not going to upgrade the NanoFab for a while. SimStream Trainer is locked behind. It's not even that much better to keep upgrading. 5% more XP, not a big deal. SimStream Detox is a reasonable option, but it needs level 5 cooling to get the third bench. But this is a really worthwhile upgrade. Just very expensive to get the third bench and everything else here. So you have to get your cold storage up, and cold storage doesn't get cooling 5 for a while, so it's a very expensive trip to go for. Still, though, good when you can get there. Anyway, what I planned on doing was having, as I bought some leverage for this as well, having this group of 4 for this mission here. Gonna go ahead and bring my Scourge out with a shotgun. Also, we bought the new level 4 assault rifles. We've now capped out Origami Joe's imported weaponry trait, and so he has level 4 ARs. These do about 22% more damage per bullet, at least in full auto, than the Street Dragon. And because it shoots 5 bullets, not 4, it's actually a total of 52% more damage in a full auto, assuming you have at least 2 targets to shoot at. So 50% more damage in most contexts is a pretty big deal. Also went and bought the... I believe it's locked behind imported weapon mods, but I bought an upgraded weapon mod as well. So I have a body mod that gives another +2 optimal range. So my optimal range is 29 with a max range of 31. Like I said, I cared more about actual max range in an AR than optimal range in the previous episode. And the reason why is because you can really easily make up the optimal range difference. You can't really add max range onto assault rifles, not without getting lucky on crafting. But you can add a solid +5 or so to optimal with relatively early game mods, and you're just chilling with that. So yeah, happy to have that. So that's going to be pretty comfortable overall. Decided for funsies we'll bring this guy with a shotgun because why not? This is not a mission with hacking in it, so it's not terribly important. We can do whatever we want here, and so we have that going on. Was offered a siege mission. We'll be sure to run 5 people for this one. We can buy the favor for it and whatnot, but there's a chance my team gets injured or something, and so I don't want to run it. It's, there's a possibility that things get a little bit tight here. It's not very likely, but just in case. I'm going to skip over this mission. I'm going to get this down to 0 hours to go, and then we will go ahead and... oh, right. We have some more story content. I didn't plan for this, but it is here as well. So, of course, we did Heartbreak Rush last episode, or the one, a couple before that as well. But anyway, Jillian is in a bad spot. She got caught up with the Syndicate. XUNA. And so we can answer for our face what she believes out of this. We could offer a new one below the level. We could be calculating. Let's go ahead and say the compassionate one. So the 7 Dragon Syndicate. We can buy her out for 20k. Don't need to kill them. But sure, we'll spend 20k. Great. So we do have a potential extra hacker contact. Looks like we don't have it exactly right now, not from what I can tell. Here it is there. Okay, so we could chat this dialogue and see our hacker contact. We'll do that later. We'll do it after this mission. I just want to kind of get out from under the base management right away. But that's in a solid spot. Great. Yeah, nothing else to really report here. Right, if we advance, he's going to gain some exposure. That's fine, though. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally somehow skip past this mission actually starting. That's why I'm doing the saves. I don't want to be stupid and make some kind of silly mistake. Worth noting, though, that this isn't due for 8 days, so I believe I have time to go ahead and send some of my hackers into detox. Here's the potential recruit. There we go. So she's on the list here. Comes at level 7, which is decent, although it's behind the rest of my team, so it's not the best, but that's okay. What's interesting, though, is that she comes with innate 10 AP, 3 connection per turn, which is actually pretty reasonable, honestly. A lot of high tech, which is good. Bonus tech here can be upgraded with levels, I'm pretty sure. Also comes with plus AP and armor, so very, very good hacker talents. Assuming you care about cybernetic armor and cybernetic AP and things like that, which of course you do, because you're hacking. The tough thing, though, is that she hates Warner Braun. And because she hates Warner Braun, she will not run any missions for them. And unfortunately, a lot of my contacts either work or worked for Warner Braun. So even if they left it and they're like ex-Warner Braun and they're like corrupt or whatever, she will not run any missions that are run by somebody at the company, basically. And yeah, this ends up being a really big liability. Personally, I have run with this hacker in my crew in most of my saves. I find this to be a very meaningful liability. Sorry, where is it? Whatever, hates it. Yeah, it is this one, right? This is a really big liability, and it just ends up being really, really annoying. And so you're just much better off, as far as I'm concerned, just simply having the brother or sister of your primary hacker, and that's good enough. Obviously, you can get unlucky and like not have sibling breakout offered for a while, in which case you can hire this person for a while. But at a certain point, I just find, though the innate traits are very, very good and is like per power definitely the strongest hacker you can get right now, I find this to be not worth investing in. Your mileage may vary, but that's how I feel. Regardless, again, we can do this chat later. I'm not worried about it right now. We'll do that after the mission is done. I believe I've already saved. If I haven't, we'll do it again. Great, that's the save file. Again, let this skip because I don't care about it at all. I just don't really care about CPU spikes. So that gets to skip. Owen's like, hey, I'm running out of time. We got to make sure we can run this. I know. We'll bring it down to 0 hours left. Okay, well, good enough. 12 hours left is good enough for me. We got counter intel pod level 3, so I can blow off some more heat. I could also block headhunters. I can also create a hack. I can also get favors from any corpo contact, even if they're ex-corpo. They count here. So this is a good way to, print favors when you get high level of the building. Keep in mind the building costs 1 million, and it also requires you to get like level 7 cold storage, so that's really far away as well. But yeah, theoretically an option. But let's just blow off heat. Why not? Lower chance for headhunters to intercept us, and higher stress res for the team. All positive stuff. Okay, well, I managed to not put anyone in the detox while, probably wanting that, so probably a bit of a mistake there, but oh well. Don't have any money right now because I bought all the guns and stuff. Counter hack is due in 7 days. If I want to send somebody in for that, maybe you. Oh, you're at 0 stress, so obviously you're not going to do it. But let's put people into the trainer bench, because I was going to train people up for this, getting XP for this mission. Figured I'm going to send in the Vanguard. I want to get her to level 10. And then for the other option, we can probably just keep having our understudy hacker gain XP as well. In case we need somebody to step out because Amir is hurt or something, we can try to get her to be, relatively close on level. So they're going to gain some XP there. And then as far as detox is concerned, right, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are running the core mission. Likely running Rhino for the siege, likely running Ripley for the siege, and then we can put Warren into the detox afterwards. So no one really has space for the detox. Right now, there's no reason to put him in and pull him right back out. I actually do want to move my team around a little bit, just because I kind of want to. So detox bench remains open for now. I bought 1 bit of leverage here for this. It's good enough for me. We'll save the rest for the siege mission. And finally, we're ready to prep Coyote Hot Drop. So have some move speed, have my 4 mercenaries. Okay, wonderful. We can look at his talents real quick. He is a primary Scourge. We got Toxic Cloud Brimmer from last time when we ran him on one of the battle strikes. Nervotox Shell is solid, Venom Trap is fine, Biocoat's fine. But decided I would go for a high investment into Dissolve. I think he'll be primarily a backup stealth character for when I don't need a hacker, and so going to Dissolve investment helps him be good at that. And he's still got Nervotox Shell and Brainworm for when things go loud and needs to do some combat. So to me, that's all pretty reasonable. Anyway, that is the crew. He's going to get close to level 10 for running this. Let's finally start the mission out. Alrighty, welcome. This is the first mission of the Ricksham Drips Power Play mission set. We are bodyguarding. We're a little early. Our contact isn't here yet. Apparently she's going to show up there. There's some static on the wave tonight. Okay. Alrighty, so we need to keep Dakota alive. And Dakota, from the camera movement, says that Dakota's going to be right here. We've got to secure her arrival, right, which is that location. And we got to get out right over there, which isn't too bad. Of note, there are some lockboxes here, a decent amount actually, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wouldn't mind getting those. There are plenty of guards on the map here as well. I'm curious what they're going to be doing. Looks like not threatening me at all. So we can make the choice whether or not we want to go aggressively right at the start, or let these guys do some running and then pick them up later. I think these guys are very unlikely to be scary. We can just check to be sure. Okay, so they're basically all gonna run up this way. I am tempted to say... Well, actually, I don't want them to run up because I want to kill these guys. My new guns are louder. Worth noting if we look at this, the noise radius in these is 46 meters. These Street Dragons were at 40. So we now pretty clearly have more noise radius than attack radius by a meaningful degree. So some planning around that should be done. Just aim a relatively forward J-Tac here, which should be fine. I'm going to yield to Ray's throwing down coordinated charge. And I think realistically, I think we'll let him just start this out. After all, he is the savagery guy, so I figure we'll let him take most of the early shots. Deal some decent damage. Okay, that's going to be me being in range of everybody. That's good news. We'll see if somebody wakes up and gets angry. But we got solid crit chance. He's going to hit 3 times, so one of these shots should be a crit. Yep, down goes 1. There's recoup. There's savagery turning on. There's these guys dying. Anyone who heard it gets woken up, so we know that you have heard it, so you matter here. Crits look pretty good. Cool. And so I want to get you in range to shoot this guy as well. Unfortunately, he's pretty far. This also means I'm going to be outside of the J-Tac buff, so accuracy is going to be a bit of a problem. There's more guys over there, which are going to be a little harder to deal with. Yeah, so accuracy definitely a problem here. I'm going to go Iron Grip to recover a decent amount of this. Plus 12 accuracy there makes it, I mean, not great, but maybe acceptable. Not quite the kill, but that's probably okay. And then he can't make the box. I'm going to have him run forward. I think that's going to be fine. Turns out, of course, I didn't need to look ahead because we just went for the kills anyway. Oh well. So now there's a choice to make around, do I want to clear up these bodies? Now what's nice is I can Venom Trap this guy for free, and he'll always die to the Venom Trap because he has 75 health, and Venom Trap does 75 damage, and so I could run all the way up here, spend my 1 action point, and I'd guarantee kill him. I'm not sure it's the most efficient use of my AP, but it would, you know, do the thing. You know what, we're just going to do it. I have to get to here anyway, so there's not really that special pathing required, and again, yeah, you're not going till next turn, so cleanly clear you out. And then let's just go ahead and dissolve some bodies. It costs 2 AP, so it's not the prettiest, but that's fine. Yeah, so one tough thing is going to be that it's going to be almost impossible to kill these guys without making even more noise. And so am I okay with them hearing all this gunfire? And I'd have to kill both, right? Because they're both making the same report. So, you know, do I care about them making the same report? Do I want to try to kill them? Is it going to be possible to do so? right? And I do like to save things like J-Tac and Strike Zone for a later point in time when the things get, you know, more dangerous. There is a world where I run up here and just go for pistol shots, and it's going to be acceptable. I'm going to be a little bit cautious. I'm going to run to here. Okay, no new guard info yet. That's actually good news. Putting you here gives me 3 pistol shots, which should be half decent. Okay, we found more bad guys. They're right over there, so they would clearly be in range if I went for the full auto. Ooh, your health bar is pretty high. Which means I'm going to be a little bit unlikely to kill you with just this pistol. But I also want to make progress every turn, right? I don't want to do nothing. So I think I will just... I think I'm just going to trade in noise for noise. Like, these guys will get killed, and these guys are going to hear it, and we just kind of continue the cycle. I think that'll be fine. There should be enough damage to feel pretty good once the Cyber Knight comes in for cleanup. So we're going to get more escalation from gunfire. But if we can kill both of these guys, that will reset. What is pistol shot? I might not get the hit, but yeah, okay, that's actually really unfortunate. I had leverage, by the way, for bonus move speed. I didn't use it. I don't think I need it yet. I maybe should have used it on the turn where I had a bunch of bonus AP from Tactical Surge, but I didn't because I'm smart. But I'll put you here. Let's hope I don't get too unlucky with my shots. We'll aim at you primary. Okay, everything's going to land, yeah. So they're both going to have heard gunfire twice. And they'll be appropriately angry because of that. We get to pop Steamroll, which I believe... Yep, it caught these guys as well. That's good. So they're going to have a bunch of bonus move speed. And realistically, we'll have somebody grab that box, probably the soldier. Which is a bit unfortunate because he's going to be... Well, we'll have the Scourge do it, right? The Scourge isn't useful. You know, the CK run down, and the team can run up this way, and we'll just ignore these 2 boxes because the 30 influence, I think, is quite valuable, and I care more about that than I do these 2 loot boxes. So don't mind that too much. And I think her being down there is fine. I think that's overall reasonable. Another guard there, that's fine too. Okay, I think pretty solid start. Yeah, you can be done, right? He dies to poison. AI sent 2 guards over, which makes total sense. So now they're quasi-alert, right? They've been told there's actually problems. They didn't just, like, maybe hear a misfire. Dakota has spawned. Welcome. You there? We're here. Get me out. Will do. Okay, well, honestly, I might choose to reload late. No, we're going to have the Scourge do it. We're going to have the Scourge do it. I'm going to have him yield. I'm going to have him... Okay, here's the thing, right? I have so many bonus move points that I would like to... And bonus move speed specifically, right? My bonus move speed percent has got to be like, yeah, it's 40% here. So it would be nice if I could use most of my turn just moving. Because then I can make the most use of that move speed percent. Include using this and going for even more, which, you know, I very much want to do to get my team farther forward. Aside from these guards maybe being in a scary spot. Actually... yeah. He can easily get to, like, here and duck behind cover and not get caught by this guard moving. That'll be fine. You're safe no matter what. I'm not worried about you. Excuse me. Yeah, these ones can wait. You can grab the box. Actually, I think this is a good turn for the lever. Let's go ahead and pop it. I'm just pretty sure it's correct in a turn where I'm probably going to cross the bridge and stuff. Okay, nice. We got a level 4. I think it's a shotgun. Some crafting mats. Something I can sell, you know, decent here. I need to get my sniper to hide, I think. No, come on. Come on. I'm not sure that'll be sufficient. Let me just run you to here, which I think is safer than where I'm standing right there, because this truck will block a lot of the movement, or a lot of the sight. Also means I'm not going to be able to see out, but I think it's okay. Maybe I griefed. Okay, well, security A in the ear. Oh, interesting, right. So because you're not angsty, he doesn't vault over. So, there's something I heard in the Discord is the guard's mental state dictates whether or not they're willing to vault over obstacles or walk around them. And so because he's like low stakes suspicious, and so I'll take it back, the AI talk to him makes him low stakes suspicious. He's like, well, I'll walk around, I'll take my time, I'll investigate what the AI told me to look at, but you know, I'm not too worried about it. Don't, you know, no big deal. Although what's interesting is, of course, the reality is, you know, we're killing their people. But basically, yeah, he's taking it chill because he can. So I'll run nice and far. Usually have the VIP end up grabbing the lockboxes since they're useless with the gun anyway. I will probably rewind him because I'm going to want him to have recoup and savagery back. Also going to make some decent forward progress here. Okay, these aren't really killable yet. Ooh, I don't have a great way of coming in onto you guys. Okay, what I'm going to end up doing is probably go for like walking all the way up to here and then stunning. So let's rewind the soldier. Not Dakota, it's you. We're going to rewind you. I'm going to be a little bit metered here. I'll stop there, get more information. I'm not... Oh, I am in stun range already. Wow, that's kind of nice, actually. Now, do I need to stun him? I think with his initiative being 19, I think it's correct. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm not as worried about you. I think stunning you is fine. And then I think just walking up here is acceptable. I'm not too worried about that. I maybe should be, but I'm choosing not to be. Another basic guard there, not a huge deal. That's fine. Scourge grabbed the loot box. You can now run all the way across the map. I think that's going to be decent placement, though not amazing placement. Still got a lot of work to do to cover the rest of the ground. Thankfully, coordinated charge will be back up on turn 3 because I rewinded, so we'll have another move speed buff. Gonna have you mostly just walk forward. We can go for a single pistol shot, I suppose. I don't see a downside to getting here and pistoling. There we go. Make it that far up. No one's going to hear the gunfire. That seems very safe. I'm not worried about these guards. You're not going to patrol towards me. There's no reason why you would have that. And you're going to investigate this body. You'll see it, but I don't care. We will get an escalation. That'll be a little bit scary, but it should still be fine. You're still stunned, or you'll be stunned for the next turn as well, so I'm not worried about this either. She counts as hidden, as he's stunned and can't be revealed, so she gets stealth crits. That's good. And then Dakota. Well, we'll start by having you grab this loot here. And then do I want to use the +2 movement point talent or not? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we finally have our first, what I would say, good crafting item. This is a level 5 assault rifle. I'm 90% sure it's an assault rifle. And this means we can start doing some endgame tier crafting. I need to get my cold storage up to level 5 or 6 so I can get max blueprints. But yeah, we're going to start crafting real endgame gear. The funny thing is I just bought these new assault rifles, and they're very good, but I'm ready to craft things that are even better than that. It'll be a little bit hard to compare things in inventory to things in blueprint, but it's some good stuff. Okay, first escalation is 1 tally per turn, which is truly irrelevant. Okay, that static wasn't right. We've got Party Crashers. Oh, Brave Star is here. And they are directly in front of us. And they are, at least 2 of them, straight up angry. They are alerted. They are in combat. And in fact, there's a second and a third set. Alright, well, I'm glad I brought one of the understudies this mission. Okay, the Brave Star forces don't know you're there. Give them a few seconds. They'll clash with the Fenian. However, I will call out that these guys can see these guys. So they don't know I'm there, but they are certainly angry. You come in alert because you see this guy. And of note, he counts as spotted. And these guys count as hunted. So it's been kind of spotty how these things sort of have interacted as far as I'm concerned. But I have generally found that anyone who counts as spotted is known to anyone who counts as alert. Even if they didn't see me themselves, I'm like quite confident it's it works that way. Also want to point out, that's the health bar. That's the armor. These guys are gigantic. These guys are incredibly, incredibly tanky. And of course they got good weaponry as well, right? That's a, you know, decent looking shotgun. There's a sniper? Yeah, they got a sniper here as well. This is a recent addition. I think they just added this in a patch like a day or so ago. And so they have snipers with high quality armor and sniper rifles. He counts as alert because he's seeing this guy right here. Yeah, it's going to be a whole thing, honestly. Yeah. I don't really normally like safety saving in missions. Honestly, if I lose, I lose. I'm actually happy to let the save file die with my Cybernite if that's what happens. I don't mind. But I also want to not get screwed over by the game being angry to me. Right, like, you shouldn't be alert for any reason from seeing me, because I haven't shot you. So I'm curious how this plays out, because theoretically, we shouldn't be in danger. So I'm curious how this plays out, right? I don't want a game over to getting, you know, to like a bug, but, you know, we'll see what happens. So I think for now, you know, none of them should know about me. Right? You're the only guy I've walked into and you've been stunned. So no one should know I'm here, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, you're stunned. You are on your patrol. You're going to see Brave Star. No, you're not. Your patrol actually ended. And you're going to go for these guys. Good. That's going to make noise. Right, we're going to get some +2 tally. We clearly have a fight on our hands. So I'm going to J-tack what I hope to be a reasonable area to fight from, which is going to be, you know, vaguely around here. I think that'll be acceptable. I am not sure where Strike Zone needs to come down, because we don't know where all these guards are going to move. Ideally, then before the center, we can fight them. But again, they don't know that I am here. They just know that there's some Fenian to fight. So I want to know how much this all gets cleaned up without my interaction. So, yep, they're shooting each other. We get +2 tally every shot. Ooh, Overwatch is going to be pretty useful. You're going to go because of the security AI, but you don't go very far because guards are always slow when hunting, basically. No reason to be fast with you. Have you yield as well. Coordinated charge. Need to take a step up to make sure I catch the entire team. Okay, we spend 1 AP going forward. This clearly catches the squad now. That'll make all this much, much nicer. And because I rewinded myself, I have a little bit of move speed because of rewind, but I also have savagery and recoup back. So he will be a good fighter. Dakota can wait. She's never been seen. Overwatch misses. Sucks to be you. Ooh, he sniped that guy, and they all turned over because they heard gunfire. Yeah, these guys hadn't heard anything. They just showed up, so they're like, hang on, gunfire? What's going on? We get to have most of these guys go. Unfortunately, Code Block's in a weird spot. I am probably going... Here, I'm going to actually bump his initiative so that I can have him delay. He'll go to 16. I can delay him down to 6. So I'm bumping him just so I can do a yield, or a delay, and then another delay. And he still had the rest of my team, so I can strike zone if I need to. This guy actually gets stopped. It's a pretty good assault rifle damage, actually, or SMG damage. So we have a... Oh. You found a bad guy? Are you going to shoot or on your turn? I think you're out of AP. Yep. Okay, buffed himself, that's all. You're going to fight. You easily have line of sight. Yep. Decent crit. Not the most damage, but there's Overwatch. Guard Overwatch does work like player Merc Overwatch, which is that it's talent-based and has charges. So, you know, they can be out of Overwatch charges. I don't know how many charges they get. They don't really tell you. I'm sure I could do, like... I could try to figure that out. But I just don't know the answer. Well, down goes one of the Fenian. They're still getting 2 tally per shot. Realistically, that's just going to be a guaranteed ton of tally overall, because there's nobody to clear out all the guards, right? Yeah, you've turned back to hear gunfire, so you're clearly a little bit angsty. Okay, so the question is, can I, potentially, and I'm not sure I can. Yeah, I probably can't sneak the entire team in. You're pretty far forward and can't do it, so it's looking a bit unlikely. But this is looking like a pretty clear strike zone area. Is the edge of my range? Sure, but these are the guys I want to kill. So let's go fight Brave Star, I guess. Tough thing is actually going to be action point counts. I basically can't get enough guys in the AoE without going farther forward and then not having you know, all the targets that I want. Also of note, like, these guys have really good initiative rolls. So I do want to hide from them as much as I can. Like, ideally, they waste another turn fighting each other and not fighting me. And then I can maybe, like, hide up right around here and then all charge in at the same time on turn 4. Like, that's going to be the actual plan, I think. Yeah, we're going to get escalations. There's no way around that one, but I think I can kind of sneak up to, like if I'm here, right? If I'm hiding in this room, it's like, here, let me do the math. Okay, well, I already burned 2 AP. But I do that from here, right, with 1, 2, 3, 4, with 7 AP. And keep in mind, coordinated charge will be on next turn as well. That's the only other move speed buff I have, right? So from here, I could almost make it on 7 AP. And next turn I have Tactical Surge, which means I can go from here, right? This gives me, you know, another maybe 1 or 2 AP worth of forward progress. I can pretty clearly hide from anyone who might be there, and I can just sneak out. I don't see a reason why I would try to kill everyone. I'm happy to have their health bars go lower, right? Like, why not? But I should be pretty clean to knock this guy out, just because I can. Probably kill the camera because I can. Probably not going to go for something like Tox Cloud. That seems entirely unnecessary. Yeah, you're going to need the buff from Tactical Surge to make it, but that's fine. We can have that happen for you. He's definitely not very fast. That's for sure. But I think with Tactical Surge, he still makes it. If he doesn't, I'm going to be really, really sad. But, you know, again, it should be fine. He's not getting a lot of progress here. He's going to have to kind of bank, you know, back here as well, it looks like. It's not the end of the world. Again, Tactical Surge should be enough because we're going to have 10 AP on that turn. We'll just take our shot. Let's have Dakota grab the loot and then run to that room as well. Good amount of money, 45k. We take this. And then she should be able to pretty cleanly hide inside this room. Shouldn't be anything I'm too worried about. Yeah, they'll have line of sight on her, but like, are they actually going to shoot her? I feel like no. Also, I believe she's never been seen, so she counts as hidden, so no one would actually know to look for her. So that should also be safe. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera. Put you in the room as well. Okay, let's just shoot from here because it's guaranteed hit before I like get a bunch of recoil. Down you go. Nice stealth crit. Still counts as hidden. So, yeah, unfortunately, right, I do have my sniper and soldier counting as spotted, so they might be attacked. I guess we'll have to see. But again, they shouldn't know most of us are here. We're not going to get to security level 3 even. There's a chance we get headhunters. Reinforcements come in. That's a little scary. Yeah, it's Fenny and reinforcements, which makes sense. Oh, wait. The AI is telling SWAT to go act? That's kind of funny. Not sure it's supposed to. I'll report that as a bug. That seems incorrect. Here, yeah, let me just send it real quick. Okay. Sec AI tries to give directions to SWAT, despite it being a Fenian AI. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Unsure. Hopefully there's enough detail and context that they understand what's going on. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Either way, wait for the report to go through in the top right corner. There you go. And then... yeah, I am a little worried about... I mean, should I actually be worried about any of this? I think he's allowed to just walk up there. Yes, they're all going to see him. Whatever. They're already alert. It's not like they're going to get any new information. I think we're allowed to evac the entire team and ignore this firefight. I believe I'm allowed to do that. Let's go. Avoid Brave Star Patrol where possible. Well, I'm certainly trying. Alright, well, we got some initiative. We got a ton of action points. For fun, I could definitely shoot my AR first. Just to do it. I mean, I'm going to have, what, 5 AP left over? So I really wanted... I could run out like this. This is, like, not actually smart, by the way. Like, I'm doing it to be stupid. So I will cleanly have enough AP to shoot full auto at least once. So why not? Let's just go pad the stats. This isn't smart. I want to be really clear about this. Great. No more shooting. Let's run you there. Okay, you're on the exit zone. Good. Great. Extract. Alright, your turn. Well, a lot of AP left over, so we can once again try to go for... I don't think it's worth shooting from there. Let's just run out of the zone first. The consideration was shooting from inside of JTAC, but I don't think it's quite worth it. Alright, well, you can go ahead and shoot here. That's looking pretty good, actually. Shred the armor, take one down. Great. We've kept Dakota alive. Yeah, so he's angry. He's going to shoot at them. Oh, the Overwatch cone is a problem. Didn't think about that at all. There is totally a world where I get caught via Overwatch. Thankfully, that cone is not going to reach me, but that was... had the opportunity to be quite bad. Let's see. So Sitho can go, but Sitho's very far away. I'm not worried about him, actually. But again, it's fun to pad the stats and deal damage for no reason, so I'm going to keep doing that. Let's double check that I have the AP to get the exit. Yep, easily 3 AP left. That's fine. Let's just clear you out. I just want to make sure nothing's really stupid here. I want to knock this Overwatch cone off. You know, with recoup happening, I still got 4 action points left. So I want to do this again. It's pretty solid damage. Alright, you're done now. With my 1 AP, I'll shoot a pistol, because why not? But we clearly go for the exit. See you, nerd. Please don't ruin my day. Cool, he's not going to ruin my day. Alright, your turn. No, don't do that. Yeah, 2 AP left is not ideal, but it's enough, right? Actually, I would have 3. So he didn't quite need Tactical Surge, but she can smell the safety. All right, so we got her through the first zone. That's good news. Hooray! So that's part 1 of Ricksham Drip's done. Tell me that patrol was too perfect. So what's next? Okay, they need a protection detail while they make their rounds. Okay, so we need to do a bodyguard legwork. Raise and augur level up, which is nice. Here is our DragonRoar. Oh, the Thunderbolt is actually a sniper rifle, not a shotgun, which is actually good because that means it's actually not garbage. And the DragonRoar, I'm excited to inspect. It might not actually be better than my current AR. We'll have to look at the numbers, but I'm hopeful. So if we want to look, we want to build a DragonRoar. It does come with pure damage. It's a really good 74 base accuracy, which is also nice. It's also got even better 32 max range. So that's superior. Noise is even louder than before, right? The one we're using was like 45, 46. This is now 52. Arc at 55 is solid. The big thing, honestly, is the 6 bullets per full auto, which means I can cleanly hit 2 people with max shots. That's going to be another damage upgrade here. And 167 plus 36 is going to be... I mean, I have some notes. Let me see. My current AR is 155 plus 34. So this is like... You know, it's only like 4 or 5% more damage or something. Or, you know, somewhere around there. But the... I guess close to 10% more damage. But again, it's 20% more bullets, which is a very meaningful upgrade here. And, you know, plus 1 max range is something. It's not, you know, the greatest, but it's useful. Otherwise, there's nothing else to really say. It's otherwise, you know, same ammo stuff and whatnot. So that's all kind of the same. Otherwise, level 4 sniper rifle. Really solid 40 range. That's good. 450 ballistic, actually pretty reasonable. That's the point where it will pretty cleanly get... If it wasn't percent bonus health on regular guards, this would clearly one-shot even power level 10 guards, or come very close to it. But of course we have health scaling up on this one. But yeah, this is definitely worth crafting. We don't have money for it, right? It's, you know, before we even use gold cubes. But what we would ideally do is we'd bake on plus range here. We would bake on probably armor shred. We would bake on one of these grips. So I guess this one's better, minus 10 recoil. We'd bake this on as well. And we have actually an open slot here. I would want another kind of intrinsic or weapon mod. Thing is, I wouldn't actually bake on a silencer almost ever. So like I could choose to bake on the silencer. Minus 25 ballistic damage and minus 2 optimal range aren't amazing. And the minus 15 meters like noise isn't that big of a deal. It drops me from 52 noise down to 37, which is still lower than my actual attack range. Like I'm still louder than I am damaging. But again, I could choose to bake on a suppressor anyway, which would allow me to roll a barrel mod. And it's worth noting, actually, there are no other AR barrel mods other than silencers. So it's not like I could bake on a loud one. There aren't like muzzle brakes or anything that increase damage there. So unless we got another kind of intrinsic here, which I don't think you can duplicate this, right? Like I don't think there's a, yeah, you can't. So I would want to upgrade my cold storage to get to the last blueprint slot. And I would ideally want to find another intrinsic mod. So I could slam one here. Crafting cost to be well over 500k. Clearly be way more expensive than what I'm currently buying. For reference, the ARs that I bought recently, these cost me 230k each. The mods, like I bought you know, a couple other mods and it was, you know, a little bit. And I don't have to craft with gold cubes, right? It's not required, but the benefit is that I get extra intrinsic mods, so I can get extra power on it. And again, if we look at this and we say, hey, you know, if I build on armor pen, right, 12 flat armor shred's pretty nice. It's not going to show it in the preview here, but it bumps my armor shred from 25% on 6 shots to 37% on 6 shots, which means I'm very, very likely to shred both targets I'm shooting at. Like the odds of failing that is like 20% or so, which is pretty good compared to, you know, this where it's, you know, 37% to fail, something around there, right? So, you know, meaningful improvement when I'm shooting, you know, drones that have a bunch of armor and things like that. Okay, well, thankfully that went off without a hitch. We've got Proc-Gen Legwork here. We've got this Legwork required to start in about 5 days. That's going to be important as well. These two are in the trainer, getting XP for now. Also need to run Bounty Counter Hack. That's, of course, also of value. But what I'm going to do first, because I have time for it anyway, let me save my progress, because it worked. I'm going to have this thing ping, and then we're going to run this siege, I guess, during the save. Do I want to run during the save? I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I'm not really sure. Maybe I won't do it during the save. Probably not, I guess, actually. We'll do the rest of base management, and then when it's time for this mission, we'll stop down. And then next episode will be running this siege. I will probably run the siege and the bodyguard back to back, because these are both going to be relatively short missions. But I'm not 100% sure about that one just yet. Other note, let me go ahead and throw my... Actually, I'm not going to throw them in detox yet because I might need them for these various legworks. So I'm going to run like all these actual meat space missions to get them done. And then clear the space such that I can run everything else. I guess what I'll do, actually, I'll take it back. I'm going to run something during the save because I can run Bounty Counter Hack and it's going to be really short. So I'm going to take my secondary hacker. I'm going to have you unequip your deck. Here, I'll put the basic one on, that's fine. And then we'll go to primary hacker. Have you equip the good deck. I've got money to buy bigger decoy, but I don't think it's actually correct. Well, let me see, right? Yeah, decoy 2 only takes another 20 memory. So I think it's actually worth buying and holding this. Yeah, only Kyle could sell it. It's fine. It's a lot of money, but I think it's... Is it actually worth it? I don't think it is, actually. No, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I have open construction available. I'm going to upgrade cold storage. Okay, so let's go ahead and run Bounty Counter Hack. I'm actually going to let time tick forward so that... actually, doesn't matter. Does it? Yeah, I should let time tick forward so that I can start this upgrade so that when one day advances, it will actually be useful. So we've got some files to hack. I don't really care, to be honest. Probably going to skip this, but we'll see. This is done, which means we can upgrade Command HQ. The reason I'm doing this is to eventually get 4 safe house tasks since I have a decent amount of money. It seems, you know, reasonable to do at this point. Maybe that's wrong, but that's how I'm feeling about it. Okay. Otherwise, nothing else is super pressing. I guess I can set up the detox. Oh, I can't do... Oh, I have to upgrade power here in order to do so. Fine. Okay, I have exactly $0. It's kind of funny. Great. Keep saving our progress. And let's go ahead and run Bounty Counter Hack. Before I do that, let's go to the packing station and throw down some leverage. Minus tally is whatever. Damage is whatever. Basically, we'll just take deck armor and IO and AP. That seems fine. We'll do that. Okay. Mission planning. I don't have the 20k. Actually, wait. I probably can because I can sell these random garbage items. I can sell one of my extra sets of armor. I'm not going to sell those. But I can start selling these basic assault rifles now because I clearly have better. I can sell you. I should sell some of the Street Dragons now at this point as well, because I have what, 3 upgraded ARs, so I only need 5 total. So 3 plus 2. That's enough money now. So spend 20k for 100 IO, just to be like extremely safe. Yeah, sure. Right, it's a story mission after all. I'm not going to burn the favors, I'll spend the 20k instead. Okay. Prep Merc to deploy. Right, he needs to actually have loadout. We'll just throw garbage on him, it doesn't matter. He's going to need an armor from somebody, so let me take from, what, you? For now. Where were you? There you are. Great, you're wearing stuff, you've got your cyber deck. We didn't buy programs after all, right? He's required, he's going to run the mission. Bounty counter hack, let's go. Yep, that's the mission. Okay. Let's clean this up. Should be under 10 minutes, right? In and out. Alright, this terminal has the matrix coordinates plugged in the target matrix relay. Let's find this transaction ledger. We're looking for the counter fingerprint ledger. And then head for the exit when it's time. Alrighty. Cool, 4 turns. Okay, so standard. This is a standard CPU spike duration. We've got an orange host, which isn't the worst, but it's still a Pit Viper AI, which means 30 escalation. It's also a pretty big host. That's going to make things a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and just pop everything. I don't need hard shell with how much deck shield I'm going to get from decoy here. Actually, no, the deck shield is a little bit light. I might need a hard shell for deck shield, actually. Okay, well, let's start with overclock, spoof, decoy, load everything, basically. Yeah, if I load disarm, which I will probably need, I should load it out here, right? There's not really reason not to, I don't think. AP is not my limiter, to be honest. But this is only 5 AP, so, like, why not just use it? It's not a big deal. Okay, I believe... So, it could be anywhere, right? What we're looking is could be anywhere. I don't know where the CPU is. It'd be a guess. I'm just going to start by going to the right, because who knows? We're just kind of making a guess here. I have occasionally taken notes on how, these matrix maps are all handmade. Even I think the specific like types of nodes like firewall versus, you know, whatever, are guaranteed. The ice can roll differently, but that's it. So theoretically, if I've been here before, I know where the CPU is, I know where the downloads are. I don't remember, but technically I would know the answers. All right, let's move on. We have decent enough programs. I'd like better ones, but I don't have them. plus tally every turn. What's nice is, yeah, these firewalls are just very chill. Plus tally and they just move forward. Like, there's basically nothing like happening, essentially. Okay, well, we know there's going to be a trap there because there's an open space, and these are always going to have 4 stuff on them. The 2 active ice is going to be pretty annoying. I'm going to see if I can skip this for now and come back later. That's going to be the bet I'm going to make, is that I can maybe get around this node entirely. That's maybe not... that feels not accurate. I don't think I can do that. Okay, let's just go. Yeah, annoying enough that I'm going to 0 interrupt this. Scan for more stuff. Okay, well, we found 1 set of possible downloads. Tough thing's going to be if there's more happening, but for now it's okay. I don't think I want to nuke this if I can help it, but I guess we'll have to see. Let's go ahead and run to this hub. Deception U, scan for traps, download and download. That's chill, actually. So we got our first escalation, but it was blocked by spoof. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Again, this is on download, so I've got to get rid of both of these. Let's go ahead and load our programs before things get annoying, because there will eventually be an escalation, and that will be bad for me. But we got some high-quality accounts, which is really good. Okay. Move to here. Now, lost decoy. Now, this is a access gate. And access gates are annoying because you can't leave until you destroy all the ice and spike them. Which means you have to actually get rid of all the ice. Duh. But there's also some really annoying ice here that I want to deal with. So the 5 tally, the 4 AP. Kind of want to get rid of this stuff. And then it's just going to be double null op. Get rid of most of it. Lets me scan. Lets me spike. But that's null op down, right? So now in the future I'm going to need to use something like nuke to get the rest of it. I'm also basically out of AP for the turn. Nothing else I could even spend AP on. I guess instead of using scan, I could have maybe loaded a program. I could have like reloaded decoy, for example. I didn't do that, but it probably would have been smart. Well, I can trunk patch to get -5 tally and 10 connection health. It will cost me the action points, but that might be worth it. I'll probably wait as long as I can with this, but for now is what I've got. So, right, this escalate had to be killed in order to make room to get to these places, so... Now, none of these are manufacturing stores. They are not files. I believe what I'm looking for are files, so theoretically, this is not that useful. But I'm already here. I'm going to click the downloads. So that's turn 1. We got through a few nodes, but not a ton of them. I'm hoping, though, that I can bypass this, right? I'm hoping that I can get back through here, go down this way, and then look at these nodes without having to go upwards, right? I should be able to completely bypass this node entirely. This is still down for the turn. That sucks. I'm just going to walk away from that. I'm sorry I didn't lose any programs, but I'm glad I got to walk away from that. Okay. It's still scan 2 of 2, so I'm going to have to basically face check. Wait, can I not leave? No, I'm right here, right? Am I not? Why can't I load this? There we go. Okay, I don't know what that was. That was weird. Anyway, decoy is still here, which is good. Yeah, we're just going to face check these and hope they're not too bad. Exit, exit, and download access. Okay, well, we're chilling for now. Wow. Okay. This is the worst thing it could possibly be. I can't do anything right now. I can't load programs or do anything because I can't load any programs. I have no way of nuking them. I have no way of destroying them. 0 interrupt is down. Everything is down. I have to dump shock. Wow, that sucks a lot. That's my second turn gone. I had nothing to do about that. Okay, that's rough. That's actually really, really rough. I have none of my stuff back up. This is going to be... Yeah, not easy. At least get the 100 IO because it's a passive, but really, really ow. Really, really, really ow. Alright, well, load is what you can. I will take the connection damage, to be honest. I'm just going to pretend this is not downloads. I don't know if it is for sure, but let's hope. That sucks. I'm losing a lot of progress here. I have enough AP to keep going, though. Okay. Data warehouse, that's actually promising. Disarm you, little decoy, not the end of the world. Thankfully, fuck you. I have one more turn, it's okay. I'm gonna have to go through this, which will suck, but it is what it is. I can end my turn here. I'm pretty sure I can make it, right? I'll have to run through this, but it should be okay. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to greed. I should be allowed to greed this. No, let's just not greed. Let's just move over. Okay, well. I'm going to load this decoy. I'm going to run through this. Connection health is fine. Okay, decoy's still on. I need to get rid of passive and traps. I guess we'll load everything to be really safe. I shouldn't need to, but we can be safe. I'm not escalating for a bit. Okay, this is take any action relocate, but it's already down. Drop you. Got what I came for. Barely. Barely. Wow. This is like the only download I got, by the way, right? I guess we got through that node. Plus tally, not the end of the world. Another access gate. Let's see. If you exit, restart the ice, it's fine. Okay, well I can drop those guys. Leave, come over here, and then take one download, and I guess I did it. Hooray! I got like 4 total downloads. I got dump shocked. Here we can look at the status debuff for that. Yeah, -1 action point, minus wound resist, which isn't a very big deal because I'm not going to get wounded anyway. I guess I'm slower at walking, but yeah, that was rough. You can definitely get that critical mass of passive ice that says you're just dead. Go get dump shocked. Well, at least we made it, but that was, yeah, that was oof. That was oof. That was oof. So the nice thing is we got the ledger. By the way, there are real world, like, there are files in the game that indicate this is part of a 4-piece set. But only this piece is in the game right now. So the rest of the storyline cannot be progressed yet, but there's meant to be sort of longer term ramifications here, and you can like build the rest of the chain and whatever, but it's just not in the game yet. The word hummingbird. And why does UNA care about Oscar's tech? So it's a start. That's good. Need to find the rest of the file set. And as far as I know, they're not in the game yet. At least I haven't seen them, and I've like played some pretty... I've played some saves pretty far into the game. So yeah, I think he was at 0 stress when we started here. Right, so we'll see what he's at now. Our boy is up to 50. And I really don't believe I had like triggered plus stress that many times from ice reactions. I don't believe so anyway. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that, right? It's obviously possible that I'm misremembering things. But that was obviously pretty painful. I think I'm going to send him to detox basically right away because he's not needed in the siege. He's not needed in bodyguard. He's probably needed on legwork, but I guess you don't know for sure. We can talk to her later. This mission doesn't really matter. It's just hack 3 files on an orange host, which, I mean, that payment's just not high enough for me to care, right? Just, yeah, why bother? But when I'm guaranteed to gain a bunch of stress for, you know, the host and whatnot, it's like, you know, why would I do that to myself? So let's go ahead and send this boy to detox. He needs it. Here you go. I'll have to get rid of some of his equipment. That's fine though. These guys are still in the trainer. So next step is going to be getting this siege ready. Go ahead and spend one of my favors to get 5 mercs. It's free XP and hype. It's just kind of nice overall. Have you sit. Have Rhino come in. Okay, you're going to run that setup. And then, yeah, you're going to have to get the armor from our boy. Oh, you've already taken it off. Okay. Did I still have too many levels of armor? Or am I being silly here? 1, 2, 3. You're not in the team. 4. Actually, is my barracks have space also? Yeah, no, she needs armor. Okay, am I... What's going on here? Does my barracks have space? Does my barracks have space? No, it doesn't have space. I might have sold one too many armor suits. And in which case, I need to get armor back to be able to even run her on the mission. That is unfortunate. I should not have sold that, apparently. Yeah, that's... It says I have 6, but I don't have 6. Right? 1, 2, 3. Blank. 4. No one else's armor. And you don't have any sitting there. So the game just lied on an armor count. I shouldn't have sold one of the ones that I sold. That sucks. Because they're not that cheap. I lost 10k for selling a set that I need to sell. So, darn. I could buy a slightly better one for a moderate price tag difference. I actually need to make the money back, by the way. I have to, like, sell some files and stuff. I'll do that all off camera. I'll figure it out. Either way, we've got a siege to run next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.